What's going on, everyone? Weston here. Today we're gonna go ahead and put my motor up on the jack stand, or on the motor stand, and first we gotta dig it out of this mess. So right here, this is pretty much an entire Miata and a pedal bike. So I gotta go ahead and dig this motor out right here. And our goal is to put it on that stand. So I wanna start digging this out and we'll get to it. And there you have it, just like that. Cool thing about Miatas right here is this is the whole front subframe and all the suspension and transmission all just chilling here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start breaking it down. I'm gonna pull the trans off. I'm gonna pull this off the subframe. I'm gonna pull this harness on the accessories off. But I really think it's cool how these come apart like this. So we got the header off. Little known fact, for earlier model years, Miatas used like a cast manifold. And then in the later years, they use this tubular one, which is actually a pretty good upgrade. So if anyone's interested in this, I have it laying here. It's in perfect shape. I even have all the heat shield bolts intact for it. So if you want it, let me know. Got the header off. Next, we're gonna go ahead and pull the starter and transmission assembly off. And then we should be good to, we can pull the clutch out and bolt it up to the engine stand. Oh, that time lapse did not do justice at how stuck this transmission was to the engine. The problem, I think, is these little Miata mounts. Of course, it's forward now, but the whole thing just rocks in the subframe. And I think it was rusted, the pilot bearing or something from sitting so long, which is rusted in there. It did not want to come out, but we got it off. So now we're gonna go ahead and pull the clutch assembly off. Looks like it has a stock clutch as far as I can tell so far, with lots of life left, and it's pretty rusty from sitting. All right, so we're back day two. Motor's on the stand just like we put it there last night. Cleaned everything up and kind of didn't close out, just got back here. So engine's on the stand. Today's plan is we're gonna pull the head off, we're gonna pull the oil pan off, see what the old bearings look like and all that fun stuff. I gotta take this pan to TRC Performance. I'm gonna have Reed there weld up a bung. The thing I did not like, and thankfully the AC compressor's still in here to show you guys. Ooh, that's sketchy. But here's where the manifold's at, and the turbo sits like roughly in this area, and the drain line had to come down and around and go underneath, believe it or not, the AC compressor down to there. So I think what I'm gonna do now that everything's up on the stand and I can see a lot better, and now that I'm actually pulling the oil pan off and the engine's out of the car, I'm gonna put the return line right here. So it's more of a straight shot, straight down off the turbo into here. Every once in a while I get issues with my oil backing up on the return line, I think. And my turbo would smoke a little bit, like whenever I was idling for a long time and stuff like that, which is a pain in the butt. So hopefully with the oil return right here now, instead of over here and zigzagging across the underneath the AC compressor, it should drain a little better and we shouldn't have issues with it backing up. It's more of a straight shot. So I'm gonna flip this motor over and we'll start pulling the pan off. Just almost forgot. I didn't remember if I drained the oil out of this or not. And I did not, so I'm glad I remembered that. And I'm putting in this drain pan, or that could have been messy. Ooh, drain pan, don't do this to me. Come on, don't do this. No, 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 no. Don't overflow. Yeah, that would have been all coming out of the valve cover if I didn't do this. So good thing I did this. So step one of this whole deal, we're gonna go ahead and pull these motor mounts off while this is still dripping a little bit of oil out of it. Ooh. I left my 3/8 impact gun at my house. It's sitting on my bookshelf in my office. I don't know why it's there and why I keep forgetting it, but it would be nice to have my 3/8 impact. One of these days I'll remember it. All right, now we got the motor flipped upside down. Let's go ahead and get this oil pan off. All right, moment of truth. Let's pop this oil pan off, see what we're working with. RCB is so stuck. It always is. Bigger pry bar. We'll be back in a second. Just try a hammer. Yeah, I have a feeling this is not. There it goes. And moment of truth. A little bit of sludge and crap in there, but to be expected. Pickup's pretty clean looking. Let's go ahead and take the oil pickup off. Something I was not expecting. These are E-torques for the girdle down here. It is a E10. Typically like a European bolt. It's surprising to see Mazda using it. See a lot on BMWs, Mercedes, and Audis. Everything looks pretty healthy under here. Give you guys a little close up. all stock. Kind of figured nothing looks out of ordinary down in here, so that's always a good sign. Now we'll go ahead and I think I'm gonna pull the head off next. So I'm gonna pull the timing belt off and accessories off, and then I will pull the head off, and then we'll be able to pull these pistons and rods out and see exactly what they look like. All right, so I didn't record this part, but we went ahead and pulled the head off. I went ahead and pulled the pistons and rods out. Pull the timing belt out, obviously. Here's my new rods, pistons, and rings. You can see all the bearings look really good. There's no signs of wear on them. I mean, there's slight signs of wear, but nothing that's to be concerned about. So I am gonna go ahead and use the stock pistons and clean those up really good. Eagle rods, fresh set of piston rings. I'm gonna hone the cylinders and pretty much plastic gauge the bearings, make sure they're the right size. And then we should be ready to reassemble this motor, but that's gonna go ahead and conclude this video. It's all torn apart. Gonna go ahead and clean it up and all that fun stuff. And then I'm gonna shoot the next video of us reassembling it. Really happy I tore this motor apart and there's no drama. It looks like crap, but it's the camera. But there's no drama or anything that looks abnormal, so I should be able to go ahead and just slap a set of rings and rods in it, new head gasket and all that fun stuff. And it should be ready, and we should be able to not do what we did with the old motor. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. Drop that. So here are the Eagle rods I bought. You can see in comparison how much beefier these are than the stock rods. So hopefully these rods don't come out of the side of the block. I don't think they ever will. But like I said, it's all tore apart, no drama. Should be pretty easy to reassemble, and I'll go ahead and record reassembling a new motor. But until next time, guys, peace out, and thanks for made it to the end. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button. I appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one.